I'm doing testing. Testing is what I'm doing. How is everybody tonight? That's too bright, isn't it? Yeah. There we go. Doing all right. It's been everything's sideways. It's hot as hell. Air conditioning's still not working right. Put in an attic fan yesterday. Had people come out and it didn't help. That's frustrating. But we'll see. Anyway. So what I'm testing is when we live streamed with Brian other day with the Superman thing, I think it got messed up somehow with stream keys, the way it works. So I know we're streaming tomorrow, so I wanted to do just a live test to see if it screws that up for tomorrow. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm testing. I am not excited to go back to school. I have almost, what day is it? I'm less than a month now. And I'm not happy about it at all. At all. Hey, Mr. Kilroy. Hey. We're doing some tests. Wasn't really going to paint anything, but I was going to throw a base coat down with something. But I'm testing the stream for tomorrow because I wasn't sure what's going on. So I think maybe I'll throw a base coat down that I wanted to do earlier today, but since everything went crazy, didn't happen, and I should be editing the new episode right now. So what's everybody else working on? You guys working on anything? Just hanging out? And I want to see how ads work because I have them set to manual. So if an ad pops up, I want someone to tell me because it's not supposed to. And we'll see. What are those crowns by your name? What do those mean? Trying to get used to the live streaming stuff so that, oh, top fans. That's what it is. That's weird. I don't know what that means. I'm dying. Dying over here. So I should be editing, like I said. Let me switch this. Dun, 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 dun. Does this work? It's not working. Why is this not working? Why is this not working? Oh, look at this. I'll come in to create a paradox. So I messed with sound. I messed with lighting so that the colors are a little more accurate, I think. Yep, I think so. As to what I see in real life. So that's pretty close, actually. Wanted to get there. Let's check overhead. So this is messed up. Let's fix that. Rah. And zoom in a little there, I think. Yeah. I gotta find a better way. So I thought about it. My problem is I have so much electricity. It's an old house that I live in. And I have so much where I need the portable air conditioning. First, you'd have to drain it because water is going to come out all the time. So if I drain it directly into the sump pit, it's, Then it's in the basement, not really doing any good. Or I have to drain it out a window. But I have so much electricity going on in this house with the printers, this stuff, computers upstairs that I don't really, yeah, that's where I'm at. Tiny fans. We were thinking about another air conditioning, like a window unit for some of it, but I'm just going to suffer for a couple months and move at some point. Can't do it. So. And my elbow is killing me. Everything's falling apart. All right. What are you guys working on? Anything? Hey, Sci-Fire. Just doing some tests with the system. And I don't know why this isn't working. Bench. Oh, it is now. Bench. Overhead. All right. That works. That works. Should I paint? I don't know what to do. This was just going to be a quick test, but maybe I'll throw a quick base coat on, what I've been planning on doing. So, do I have this set up? Oh, this is turned off. That's the wrong one. That was from that. That's on. And then I got to figure out a better way to do the chat. Oh, really? It evaporates. Interesting. Very interesting. I need to... Oh, I don't have a face cam. I think to shift it around. I need a Coldplay cam. I feel bad. Actually, you know, even though you're a piece of shit for cheating on your wife, how many people are doing that and then have to deal with that madness? They should have known better. Like, come on. Let's see. I'm trying to center me more. There we go. Nope, that didn't work. I went the wrong way. Wrong direction. There we go. So this. That's a good one. She does need a broom. This is just kind of a placeholder color. I'm not happy with this color here. I just wanted to see. So I want to try and get this. And it looks like it's a reddish brown, kind of like a burnt sienna almost. What have other people done with other colors mixed in there? So I think what I'm going to do is grab some contrast and just throw it in there and see what it looks like. So let's do that. Let's just throw a base coat on that way it can dry, and then I could work on this another day. Use this brush. Dies. So I think, yeah, that dropping stuff. Gilliman flesh. Let's do some tests. How loud is that paint mixer on camera? Crazy? Let's do that. Let's do this wildwood? Maybe that'll work. You can hear it though, right? I'm sure. And then try this Agros dude. All right, so this is might be close. I don't know. Let's try this. Let me just do it in a spot in the back. Maybe? I don't know what color his fur is. Ooh, the good kind of bed. What's this wildwood? I think this wildwood's gonna... No, this might be the good kind of mix in. What else do I have? Dark oath flush. So people know there is no plan when I start painting. Okay. That's... It's close to that other color. I'm gonna go with all of them. Watch me spill all at once. That's about over $20 worth of paint right there. Let's just go with all those and try and start patching them in. So I don't want to keep this on here because I don't want to drip anything on there because that's going to be white. So I'm going to try just hold it and just start. Just trying to mix in. Let me go in the full dark kind of color. Just tap it in. So this contrast paint, this is going to settle into the darker areas. That's what I'm hitting with this darker version, like down into the recesses. And then I'll use this kind of as my base coat, but it takes like 45 minutes to dry really well. Yeah, that's kind of, and I'm so just all over the place, and it always made like writing articles difficult too, because then I have to sit there and really think about what I'm doing, which I'm not. And then this I forgot to even glue on, and so I just put that on and then put some primer over it. Getting this dark, and then this is kind of coming off. There. You'll see the magic of the contrast paint, how it kind of soak in there and stain the highlights. And then it's just gotta dry. And I think to get the frost effect, I'll probably have to dry brush some grays, maybe, and put some powder on there or something. Yeah, dude, Nuln Oil is so good. It's the best. It's the best paint. Their old Agrax Earthshade was the best, and then the one before that, what was it? It was like cheat. It was called a cheat code in a bottle because it was like you can kind of put that over the whole thing, and it would just tie everything together perfectly. That's not bad, actually. I need a more red. Like a red, like, I was going to point at the screen like you could see. That part, like, under his chin, see, it was like really red fur? That's kind of, need something more red. I'll probably do that after this dries. And I think the inside, this is like a gray wool, like a fluffy wool, but it doesn't, it's really dark on there. Get this on him. Does that show better? There we go. I already got it all over my hands, so. They're great paints. And then I really want to try the new AK came out with their line. And I was watching a comparison video yesterday, and I really kind of like the way the AK ones are working, the way they go on. I'm going to try that line. Now I don't want to touch him for a while, so that's why I was thinking I'll just do this and then come back to it tomorrow. Back in here a little. And it should, my hope is that it kind of flows down and creates a shadow in that area. Which it already looks like it kind of is, but I think I got everything covered with the first coat. I'll put this back. Oh my god, I can't. Fingers are messed. There. That's something on his head, of course. Where's that in there? So that's kind of just the first base coat. And you already flip it back over. Can I already see it's creating those shadows? And yeah, I think I'll have to just dry brush some grays and stuff. So the washes are more of a wash. They're going to go right into there. The contrast paints are designed to use. Do I have anything painted? Contrast paints are designed to give you a shadow, a highlight, and a mid-tone all at once. So if you look at, let's see, I was hoping I had a base primed. I don't think I do. They're all primed black. Could show you. Do I have something I can use it on? Yeah. Will this work? So this is kind of old. So yeah, I could do this. So if a contrast, I think Splinter's thing was green. I don't know. I'll go green. A wash is meant to just kind of flow into the cracks of everything, the recesses. This is meant to stain everything, and it pools and it kind of gives you, so you don't have to, like, you can just do one coat of paint almost and be done. Especially if you're painting like a large army. What it was designed for is people who are painting large armies. So you can just real quick paint a bunch of miniatures. Everything's the same, and you can kind of see how it goes. Hey, Jim. Let me see how this works. So set that to the side. Let me close these before I spill them. But yeah, I'll be done here in a second while that dries. I just wanted to test it. I want to see how it closes. But if I were going to do this, and I think I'll probably do more just open things like this with people with questions as we go. And I don't want this super watery. Let me get something good. Let me use Yeah, I'll just use the brush I had. So really drying it off. I'm just taking that, and if you look, it should, my fingers are a mess already. It just kind of stains. And when this dries, you're going to have your, and since I did a zenithal on there, which means I have my shadows like pre-done, it's very, see how it's brighter on top and darker there? That was one coat of paint. So you could let that dry and just kind of be done. So that's what it's meant to do. And if you were just to use wash on that, it would just go right in the cracks and not stain anything. So I'll let this dry. And you kind of don't want to force it because it's meant to pool up, and if you dry it faster without just kind of letting it sit, sometimes it wrecks the effect. Or it'll blow it around even too. So you get that shadow kind of in there. And then since I'll have to repaint this because there's that blob of brown on there. I'll have to grab something. That's it. That's kind of what it's going to do. It'll dry like that and look like it has your shadows and stuff already in there. Zoom in. So yeah, I'll let that dry. And then you can go back and you can thin it down quite a bit. You can shoot it through an airbrush, which works great for blending out colors. I really like the contrast stuff. See, it's kind of cheating sometimes, but you do have to work at it. Come on. So this is the Citadel brand. So this is just contrast. Army Painters is called Speed Paint. Vallejo is called something else. They have their own name. And then AK just came out with theirs called like 4th Gen or something like that. But that's kind of what it's meant to do. It's a bad example, but on the fly, that's kind of what it does. Whereas if it's just a wash, it's just going in straight into the cracks and stuff. So if you look, let's see, how much did this dry already? You see how it's pooling down there and it's darker in this area and lighter on the tops of where the fur is? That's kind of what it's meant to do. You zoom in. You're getting your highlight in there already. Ooh, I missed a spot. And it takes about a good, I would say like 45 minutes to dry. You could hit it with a hairdryer, but you gotta be really careful. Because you want it to pool in certain areas. You don't want to blow it around. That would be my base coat. And then I can kind of, again, I'm pointing, like under here, there should be, according to that picture, it's like more red, a little redder, darker. It looks like there's frost on there, so I got to figure that out. And that's probably going to be dry brushing. This color's got to change. That's where we are. So I'm going to let that dry. And I'll be doing this more. Like I said, I just wanted to jump on. I had to test some stuff and see if this screws up the stream for tomorrow. So thanks for jumping in, everybody, real quick. I'm going to press stop and I'll be back. I'll do more of these. This will dry. I'll probably do a longer one now that has the base coat on it. So, all right. Talk to everybody later.